All right, we're here with the Concordia Oregon Cavaliers. From left to right, we have Macy Vesewin, head coach Shelly Whitaker, and Marissa Stockton. Congrats on a great season, guys. I know it was a tough, hard-fought game here. Coach, just from your perspective, how proud are you of this team, and what do you feel is maybe the difference in this particular game?
Yeah, absolutely proud of everything we've done this season. I mean, we started out a little bit rough, opening up in Vegas, which is always tough. We practice on turf 24/7, always outside in the weather. And from Portland, we're outside in the rain in January. We do 6 a.m. practices. So, I think, the conditions that we practice in are a little bit different than, Southern California, or where the weather's a little bit nicer. But outside of that, I mean, you just take a look from our opening games, the consistency, the chemistry, everything that we endured, injuries, et cetera, throughout the season. I think the last month of play and everything this team has put together, they bonded together and just continued to get better. Our at-bats early in the year, very inconsistent, not sure what we're swinging at, when we're swinging, but I felt like as the season went along, they bought in and stayed true to that. Pitching is another area that, anytime, our roster is full of, half of our team newcomers and half our returners. So meshing those two things together and making sure that we get the best product on the field possible. And, every player wants to start a game, but there's only 10 spots in there. So I give this team tons of credit for taking the role that was, put upon them or decided upon, and just stepping in and filling that role. And all year, whether it was an injury, pinch hitting, pinch running, they've just stepped up to the plate, and it was tremendous. A game like today, difference in that we played this team 6 times. I mean, anytime you play somebody 6 times, it's tough. They know what we're bringing. We know what they're bringing. I thought, they did a tremendous job. They're quick, top of their lineup, and the bottom's fast. They play small ball. At times throughout the season, we've had difficulty defending that. And, 3 errors on the board kind of showed that today.
Absolutely. Macy, I want to ask you, just from your perspective, some hard-hit balls, yesterday and today, the 2 games you guys played, did you feel like maybe just Lady Luck wasn't on your side today?
I mean, yeah, the hitters were hitting pretty well, and I think our defense did a great job, though. We made some diving plays. The outfield had a lot of range, and I think we overall did pretty good. Just have to clean up a couple things, and yeah.
How do you feel the team really grew and improved over the course of the season, and the opportunity to be here in this tournament? Now your team gets to do that.
Yeah, overall it was a great season. I'm really proud of everyone on the team, and just from start to finish, I mean, the start was a little rocky, and we proved that we can put the work in and just keep being a gritty team and never giving up.
Marissa, similar question for you, just reflecting back on just, the last 24 to 48 hours and the opportunity to be here. What will you take from this experience?
From this experience, I mean, like Macy was saying, in conference we were projected to come in 8th, and for us to even make it here was such a huge deal for the program and for all of us girls. And once we saw how gritty and aggressive we could be against a team like Irvine, we thought, yeah, let's just go out there and have fun and see what we can do.
Absolutely.
And Coach, you guys won 31 games this year, 18 in conference, and won 10 of your final 13 games coming into the regional. Can you just reflect on the season as a whole and how you can improve on this going forward?
Yeah, I think we rode the wave. I mean, it's just continuing to build. All the credit goes to our student athletes and them sticking with it. It's tough when you get out to a rocky start. We dropped the first game of the season, try and find a consistency in our lineup where everybody hits well, how we can help each other, how we can push runs and runners. But all the credits goes to them to stick with it and bond together and just continue to improve day by day. And I think one of the things that we've learned, especially as coaches, is not to push too much, especially early in the season. Just kind of stay back a little bit, allow them to do their job. I mean, this is a pretty slow-paced overall. It can be a little bit slow as compared to a quicker-paced game like basketball or volleyball, a little higher intensity. But we have to create intense moments when we have those in practices and whatnot. So just the mechanical side and practicing every day. I think as the season went along, it showed that all the work that we do in practice has continued to pay off for us.
And Macy and Marissa, you each had strong seasons at the plate. Can you just reflect on what you think of your own seasons individually? Let's start with Macy.
I think overall it went pretty well. Maybe at the start everyone was a little rocky, and I think everyone just got in their groove, and I'm glad we got to pull a win for the GNAC championships. That's definitely a highlight of the season, and I'm just overall really happy with it.
For me, I feel like just having confidence in myself. I didn't get as many at-bats in the beginning of the season, and then I started just working my way into the lineup any way I could, and just coming through and like sort of like clutch moments that I needed to, and just trusting myself and working off the field is really important to success for us. I feel like I had a good season. We all had a good season. I'm really excited for us winning G-Next. That was awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, ladies, and congrats on a great year. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.